I remember you really kind of came to me with the subject, and this was years ago, and I remember thinking then, I need to find a way to talk to her now because she's going to blow up, and then my chance will be gone. So I'm so happy to be here with you today, but I love that in a way you're kind of the godmother of advocating for experimental projects, for projects that are just slightly off the beaten path. Tell me what it is that draws you to projects like this and how it feels to kind of be like the person who says, I'm going to believe in you, I'm going to invest in you.
You're right. Like, yeah, I am sort of always kind of, yeah, man, I love that. I mean, you know, I'm listen, you know, it's what I love to do. I like doing this kind of work that's not, you know, by ostensibly easy, you know. I like that. I prefer that. But it's also, I don't want to give the impression that I'm turning down the easy jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening at all. But yeah, I think I somehow these things are kind of, you know, kind of come my way. And I, at the same time, am glad. I'm glad they are.
Well, you know, we know that you're a pro, but with something like this, it was such a different way of telling the story. I know a lot of your scenes were actually across from Jomo, like across from the cinematographer, because of the point of view. Yeah. Tell us, was there anything new that you learned within this production, and what was it like kind of emoting against a camera versus, you know, like another person?
It required a focus that I don't necessarily have to have with more conventional filmmaking, because in more conventional filmmaking you have a scene partner. I can talk to them. I can lean on them if I'm not emotionally present. You know, they can sort of fill in the gaps for me, right? And I didn't have that. It was all me, and whoever was on camera in this, as you saw, it was all them. They had to bear that. So it gave me a chance to just work on that, and it was a kind of focus that I had not employed before.
So there's something just so beautiful about Hattie's story, but she encounters all this loss, but she keeps going. Yeah. And especially in the middle of a time where we talk about, you know, civil rights was happening and change was on the horizon, but they couldn't see that. They had no way of being able to know that. And we are in a space today where we're kind of looking forward. We have no idea what's on that horizon. What is the thing that helped Hattie to persist, and what's the thing that helped you to persist even now?
Well, I think that Hattie had to be that for Elwood. She had to be that. We were considering an approach to Hattie where she fell apart, you know, and both of us, Ramel and myself, decided, you know, that doesn't work because those women didn't do that. The world didn't allow for that, you know. So, and so far as, you know, my personal, whatever I'm personally feeling, you know, I'm giving myself a moment. I'm giving myself a moment to honor my rage, to honor my loss, this loss that's not just my personal loss. I think it's a loss for the world. And I think Black women will be particularly affected by it. So I'm giving myself a moment. Yeah.
And then we regroup and get back up, so hopefully. Thank you so much, Aunjanue.
You look pretty in that color.
Thank you.